Welcome to Silverstone, a warm welcome to the Monster Energy British Grand Prix Round 10 in the 2024 MotoGP World Championship. And what a weekend we have to return from the summer holidays. A special weekend as we celebrate 75 years of racing. The riders on Sunday will race in special 75th anniversary retro liveries as we go into 11 rounds in 16 weekends to decide who will be world champion in 2024. We're joined by the top three riders in the standings, led by Ducati Lenovo team's Pecco Bagnaia, winner of the last 4 Grand Prix, leading the World Championship by 10 points, winner at Silverstone back in 2022, and trying to be the first Ducati rider in history to win 5 successive Grand Prix. To Pecco's right, we welcome Prima Pramac Racing's Jorge Martin. Jorge second in the standings, 13 podiums so far this season, and his sprint win in Germany was his 13th success on sprint Saturdays, and completing the lineup is Gresini Racing's Marc Marquez. Marc, third in the World Championship, a 125cc winner here at Silverstone back in 2010, and the MotoGP winner here 10 years ago in 2014. Gentlemen, welcome to all three of you. I trust you're all relaxed and rested after the summer holidays. Back to business, though, here in Silverstone. Pecco, we'll start with you. It was a busy summer break, getting married to Domitia. Congratulations on that special day. Winner of the Race of Champions as well at World Ducati Week. Confidence must be sky high after those 4 successive wins, Pecco, pre-summer break. Is Silverstone a good track for you to try and pick up where you left off in Germany?
Honestly, was good to have a bit of stop after the Sachsenring GP. I went to Sardinia with my wife, and it was fantastic to have a bit of rest. And then in the week of the wedding, I started to train again. So it wasn't easy to be focused on the training, knowing that I was getting married in 5 days. But honestly, it was a fantastic day. I enjoyed a lot, and it was everything fantastic. Much beautiful, much nicer than what I was expecting. So it was great. And then we had the Vudivu, so the World Ducati Week. For sure, it's not easy for a Ducati rider to relax in this kind of weekend, because you want to be in every place to meet all the Ducati fans, but it's very difficult to do. But I really enjoyed everything, and I hope that the Ducati fans had a really great opportunity to enjoy with us, to be happy with the race, and to have did a very good show.
Just quickly, Silverstone, a good track for you to try and continue this amazing run?
I love the layout. It's one of the nicest for sure. It's very long and it's very smooth, not very bumpy, so it's one of the greatest. For sure, and this season we will discover a new weather, because was never this hot. But I think we can enjoy, and I love this kind of layout.
Just quickly on that big day, that special day, getting married to Domitia, we just wanted to know: were you more nervous waiting for the lights out on the grid on Sundays, or more nervous waiting for your new wife to arrive?
It's different, but honestly, I never cried like this when I was doing the walk with my mom arriving to the front of the line. Was a very emotional moment. Then when we had to say yes, was a very emotional moment. So much more nervous than a SGP.
We should say once again, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Bagnaia. Well done, Pecco. We'll move on then to Jorge Martin. Jorge, I guess plenty of time in the summer break to relax, but also to reflect on what happened in the Sachsenring. You said, I think the media afterwards, it could be one of the most important days in your career in terms of learning. What lessons did you learn in that summer break, looking back to Germany, and is there anything that you'll change moving forward from this weekend?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Pecco. I did it on private, but I wanted to say now. It was amazing, for a nice moment for him. I know him for a lot of years, so it's fantastic. And yeah, it was nice to stop, as Pecco said. Actually, I didn't stop training. I wasn't able to switch off completely. Even if I was on the beach and on the sea, I was still training and trying to don't lose my fitness, no? And yeah, I was trying to analyze. I analyzed with the team. I tried to take a look back to the latest crashes in Sachsenring, also Mugello and Jerez, and it seems there are some similar situations. there's a similar situation. So let's try to work on it, try to understand how to avoid it in the future, because I think we lost the lead and we lost some good opportunities to have some victories. So let's try to move forward and to race here in Silverstone that I really like.
Best of luck to you this weekend, Jorge. Mark, we'll come on to you, of course. Another amazing comeback on Sunday in Germany. A special podium showing it with your brother Alex. Silverstone, though, could not be more different to the Sachsenring, Mark. It's fast, it's an open layout. So do you feel you have the tools to fight for the win here this weekend?
Yeah, of course, we're coming from a good summer break, and where we had time to relax, and yeah, we will try to start this second part of the season in a good way. Silverstone is, as Pecco say, a good circuit, and yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't want to say anything before to start riding, because I can expect a bit what we can have there, but especially these two guys are a bit faster than us.
And just quickly, Mark, of course, you got your first experience of World Ducati Week in the summer break. They look quite eventful, but we could see you got an amazing reception from the fans. I just wondered, has that made you understand more what it means to be part of the Ducatisti and how important it is to be part of this Ducati family?
Yeah, of course, it was my first event with the Ducati family, and yeah, already the big bosses say to me that you will start to feel what means Ducati, and yeah, I understand that Ducati is not only MotoGP. It's kind of a philosophy, and yeah, Ducatisti, they were supporting us there. They were cheering a lot, and yeah, we will try in the future to defend well that colours.
And just finally, to all three of you gentlemen, of course, it is a huge celebration weekend for the MotoGP World Championship, the 70th anniversary. You've just all unveiled the special liveries that you'll race here on Sunday. What a moment that will be in front of the British crowd. Pecco, we'll come to you first. How happy are you with the special design? I think it's Ducati's first paint scheme from 2003.
Honestly, I'm very happy to have this kind that Dorna had this idea. It's fantastic to see all the delivery from the past or some new ideas. So it's great. I love the old design because I think it's more classic, it's more clean. Apart, in our case, it's difficult to see clear the delivery because the cost of the sponsors. But in case of Yamaha or Honda, the delivery is fantastic. I really love the one of Yamaha because it's very clean, and I liked it, but for everybody it's the same. So I would like to have more of this kind of ideas and more of this kind of livery in the future.
Your bike looks amazing. Oh, of course, there's still a very close connection with the Nieto family in your team, with Fonzie very much a big part of Pramac Ducati, and you've paying tribute to the legend Angel Nieto, a beautiful paint scheme and a nice helmet to match as well.
Yeah, as you said, paying tribute to a legend like Angel is amazing. It's an honor to race on Sunday with his colors, also with his helmet. I think this is super important. And I think, yeah, Paolo has had a really close friendship with Angel, so when they had the chance, they thought straight away to make his bike. So I think it's fantastic. And yeah, I think we should do it more. I really like to change the liveries, also the helmets, so it's fantastic.
And Mark, of course, we know the Gresini team, very much a family team. Its clear figurehead was Fausto, and you're running a beautiful tribute livery to him as well this weekend.
Yeah, of course, our design is super special because it's not only retro design, it's from 87, the gallery that write Fausto, and yeah, it's an emotional design, emotional delivery, so yeah, we will try to bring or to make a good Sunday with that colors.
Well, they look super cool. I'm sure they're going to be super fast as well. Best luck to all three of you this weekend. MotoGP Social coming up a little bit later, but time now, please, for questions from the media. Thank you.
Hello, guys. It is Frank Weying from Ziggo Sport. I have two questions, actually. First question, maybe you can think about it. Because of the fact that this weekend is 75 years of MotoGP, was there in your past a race that you remember very well, not from yourself, but maybe from an idol that you thought, okay, this is where I want to be as well? That's my second question, actually. My first question is, it's a little bit uncomfortable because we all know him very well, but next year there will be a new chief of the stewards panel. What do you guys think of the fact that Simon Krafer will be the new chief of the panel?
I think it's one of the hardest work to do here in the paddock, because to choose kind of things is not easy. But what I think is good with Simon is that we can have a good dialogue with him. We speak a lot with Simon every weekend, and I think if he can take always the same line, could be a really good job. But for sure it's not an easy job.
Yeah, for me it's a big change, a great change. I think I know Simon quite a lot, and also I know that he's still riding, so for sure he will understand a bit better how the bike moves, or how the things can change so fast. And yeah, I think he, as Pecco said, can be a bit more equal between different situations. He's also always coming to try to understand the sport, no? And trying to learn from us, asking us some questions. So for sure he will be really good on his new job.
As they say, I wish the best luck to Simon, and yeah, I wish the best to him, because it's a very difficult position. It's like the referee in the soccer. I mean, impossible make happy everybody. So in the end, it's the race direction, and we need to adapt with if it's some new rules, if it's the same rules, or where is the limit. And yeah, as we understand this year, it's changing a bit, and I feel comfortable, and yeah, I think this is the line.
And then my second question, maybe you guys know or remember a special race?
No.
Yeah, I remember the first race that comes to my mind when I was very young was the Valencia 2003 MotoGP, because I remember this livery of, I don't know how to say, nippy. I don't know if the Repsol logo of Valentino done in a strange way. And I remember very well, I remember also where I was looking at this race. I was in this house close to Rome, looking at the Welcome 2004. And these are my first two remember of racing.
Yeah, for me, I remember Valencia 2006, that I was there also. I was in the track, I met Valentino also for my first time, so it was fantastic. But if I have to take one, the one I lived the most, was Laguna Seca 2008. And I think this was the greatest race.
I will choose the Duhan Cribillet last lap in Jerez. This maybe was the first moment where I start to remember something, and yeah, was on that times that, especially that last lap, was incredible with all the people in the middle of the racetrack.
Good afternoon. This is Thomas Kuttrup from Speedweek.com. Special question to Jorge. Jorge, the Sachsenring GP was, let's say, from a sporting point of view, a kind of turning point, looking on the result sheet in the standings. Did you prepare yourself in a special way or in a different way, because you still have a proper chance to catch back and to fight back
for this race?
For the title? Yes. Will you change a little bit your, let's say, strategy for the second part of the season with this situation upcoming now?
Well, not at all. For sure, when I have a crash, I try to analyze, to understand why it was, to try to improve for the next time, if it happens again. But I think till that moment, I was the strongest in Germany, so I have to keep the same mentality, try to keep the same style of riding, trying to be aggressive and trying to be fastest as possible. But I think it's going race by race. Every race is different. We need to understand and see what are our chances in every racetrack, and from that point we will try our best.
Hi guys, Adam Wheeler. A question for all three. Last week in motocross, Alpine Stars presented their new airbag for MXGP and motocross. I think it's been 5 or 6 years now it's been in MotoGP. Do you feel, from your personal experience, that this is one of the most important safety upgrades that you've seen in your time here?
Absolutely. Many crashes we had in the last years with the airbags was without consequence, thanks to the airbag. The development we had in the last years is incredible. But in the MX, it's not easy because they have a lot of bumps, they have a lot of contact. So for sure they will have to adapt because they need a lot of mobility on the bike. And maybe with the airbags, they can start to feel a bit more, I don't know to say. Stiffer, yeah. So, I don't know, but for sure it's a great help, and with the crash they had, they will have less consequences for sure.
Yeah, as Pekko said, I think it's a really important part of our protection. I think what I tried in the World Championship is just Alpine stars, and for me are the best, and they are putting a lot of hours to try to improve more and more. And yeah, maybe at the beginning they will feel a bit uncomfortable. I remember when I tried the first time, it was really difficult to continue riding. I remember I took it out in Moto3 for my World Championship. And then now I'm used to it and it's really good.
Yeah, as they say, I mean, I was one of the riders that developed the airbag because it was the years and because I was crashing a lot. So yeah, they have a good test rider here, and yeah, I remember that in the beginning was a bit uncomfortable. Even was just a bit too heavy, but then they developed well, and as you see in the last race. Just with a big contact, because it was a big contact, deployed the airbag, but in the 2-3 corners was again in the normal position. So yeah, they will have a similar development in MXGP and in motocross, and I think they will use, especially in the rides in the motocross in the future.
Neil Morrison, a question for Pecco and for Jorge. Pecco, I think Paolo Ciabatti from Ducati gave an interview during the summer break about Ducati's plans for the Suzuka 8R in the future, and he mentioned that he would like to see you race there maybe next year or some years in the future. I'm just curious, would you be open to that?
I am pushing a lot to Ducati to give to me the possibility of going to Suzuka and doing the 8 hours. For sure, I know perfectly how stressful it can be because it's in the moment where we stop. But I love this kind of race. I always think that for a rider, for a World Championship rider, is a target, is a task to add in your career. So I would like to race there. But what I said is that before that I arrive, they have to be prepared to have a chance to win, because I would like to go there and win.
Okay, thank you. Jorge, you said after studying the crashes that you've had this year, you could see some similarities there. Do you feel confident now that you've kind of understood exactly what happened and that you can kind of avoid that happening again?
Yeah, so it's a really small thing. I don't want to take really deep into it, but yeah, for one side it's good, no, because I know why. But the thing is that it's really difficult to identify when I'm riding. So I think it's better that I know. I will try to look into it. I will try to, during practices, to understand how to improve on that part. But yeah, I mean, let's see. I have some ideas also from my team that can help me, but I don't want to get really obsessed with this because the way I ride is how I arrive here today. So I will continue the same.
Hi guys, you're in the back, Guido Venneman from Raceport in the Netherlands. Question for all three of you. You will have another race in Misano this year. Are you looking forward to that, or is it going to be a bit boring after one GP, a test day, and then another GP? So.
And the World Ducati week also.
As well, yeah, and of course you do a million laps anyway. So after so many laps, are you looking forward to another GP in Misano, or is it going to be a bit boring?
In my case, yes, because it's 15 minutes from home. So it's close, and we will race in front of Italian fans and the Italian crowd, so it's great. It's true that last year for the situation, for what I experienced in Barcelona. I wasn't fully fit in Misano, so I didn't have the chance to really fight back to Jorge. So this year we had 2 chances, and we will try to do the maximum. But for me, it will not be boring.
Yeah, for me, I prefer to make one because I remember a bit the COVID times now with 2 races in the same track. But yeah, for sure last season I won the sprint and the Sunday race, so it's a really good track for me. And yeah, let's try to enjoy.
As I'm agree with Jorge, of course. 2 GPs on the same racetrack is not the best for the championship, but was the easiest plan or the most comfortable plan for the teams, and I'm completely agree. So yeah, it's a good circuit, and we will try to. Will be the second in Misano, especially. You will be in the lap record already in FP1, so it will be very tough.
Callum Davis, final corner. Just a question for Mark. We saw at the Race of Champions that last corner collision with Bulega. Just a comment on that, and do you maybe take it? Was it a bit of fun for you, or did you laugh it off in Parc Fermé at the end?
No, of course it was not a fun, but yeah, I try something there that I'm used to do with a MotoGP. But on that moment I didn't understand that I was in a street bike, and even if it's a really good bike, because we were riding on the limit, the reaction of the bike I didn't expect, and yeah, I couldn't stop well, and yeah, fortunately finished like it is, but yeah, just was a mistake, of course. I cannot say anything more.
Okay, I think the media are happy. Yeah, I think they are. So time now for a very special 75th anniversary